Okay, guys. Hello guys, welcome to the class number 2, or actually it's the number 3. So guys, welcome, this is Jayokor here. I just wanna be sure that you are able to hear me, so let me know if you can hear me, I just wanna be sure. Please let me know into the chat if you are able to hear me. Okay guys, so let me do a double check here. Let me do a double check here before starting the class. I just want to be sure that you will be able to hear me. If you're able to hear me, please let me know into the comments. Just a moment, guys. We're almost ready to start here. Okay, guys, so I just want to know if you're able to hear me. Guys? Hello? Seems like I'm not able to talk for some reason. Alright, let me do a double check here. Over the transmission. In the meanwhile, let me also create this map, so if you can hear me, you will be able to access, okay? So if you can hear me, you will be able to access, okay? Alright guys, so yes, it seems that it's working fine now. I just wanna do a double check, but yes, it's working. You can hear me now on the streaming. So for now, let me know how are you guys. I see that Kenzie is here, that Van is here. Hello Artin, you're new. Hello Rita. Hello Yendo. Hello family, how are you? And yeah, welcome to the streaming. Okay, so right now we are going to start the class. Give me a second, let me check the time for you guys. Right now, yeah, we have this room created. So guys, if you want to access, go ahead and just access to the room. I'm just going to invite you to access to the room, okay? So guys, also I want to know, how are you? Okay. Alright guys, so welcome. This is the class number 3 as always. While we wait for other players to join, to have enough people inside the streaming, we are going to take probably some time, okay? So guys, if you want to access to the room and play with me right now, you will be able to see all the information in the top. You see that the UID is in color red. So yeah, don't be afraid, just access to the room and we will be able to play together. Alright, so let me, instead of this one, because I think that we already played that much times this one, I wanna use another map while we wait for more players. Remember that this is going to be just the waiting room, guys. For the actual class, it's going to start in around 6:15 in my end. That means in around 9 minutes. Okay, guys? So this room is just while we wait for other players to join, okay? And yeah, guys. Also, I want to know how are you? How was your week? If you find any error, or as an example, you want me to explain better some parts of the game, okay? So I just want to know that. Just want to be sure that all your questions are going to be answered for the next classes. And yeah, that's the main topic here, okay? So as always, guys, remember that all the information about the class and the different things. Hi, how are you, Artin? I see that you are saying hi in the comments. Are going to be into the description of the video. You are going to find also a link to access to the Discord channel. You are going to find a lot of good information. Oh, I see. So yeah, it seems that sometimes the VPN networks give some kind of issues to the people. Where are you from, Artin? Artin, if you want to join to the room, just check the UID on the top. With that we will be able to play together, okay? And yeah, guys, if you have a VPN, I see that some of you will need to turn it off to be able to join. I didn't know that, or I wasn't know that before. Thank you so much for the information, Artin. And yeah, guys, remember, for now, I'm displaying the map that we are going to learn how to do. And yeah, remember that this is just a waiting room that we are going to do, and we always do, actually, before the class starts, okay? So, guys, by now, I see that there are already some of you in the comments. I just want to know if you have any questions or something similar. Okay? And yeah. I see. Not a problem. Alright, guys, so as you are seeing, this is the game that we are going to learn how to do. And we're going to play this game while we wait for the game to start. Important things that I wanted to notice: check the damage and the life of the minions. Okay, so we are going to make some money here, and we are going to place more towers. Alright, as you see with the menu, we will be able to get some upgrades. We will be able to pick up more mobs. And we can stop the mobs like this with our main tool, our ward. The idea is to just stop the mobs to just get into the end, okay? Guys, important things. Oh, I see. So you're from Iran. Did you have any kind of restriction in your country about the internet? Or the actually... Yeah, sometimes I know that in some countries you use a VPN by restriction, and in others just to access to a content that is not available in your country. So I just want to know which one is your case. Okay, let me complete a second line here. So with this, we are going to reduce the amount of mobs that are going to enter to the end, to our end. As you see, I started the game like not in the best way because I already lose some lives and we are on the level 1. But don't worry, we can survive a little bit. So hello, I see that there is a player here. I guess it's going to be you, Arling. Okay, so as I see that you just joined to the room, remember to try to place the towers as soon as possible because you are losing some lives. Okay, yeah, we got this. We are going to use this tower right here just to stop the mobs moving. So alright, remember to go here and put your towers here, because if you don't put it, you're going to die. Check your site. Yeah. Hi Mateo, how are you? I'm just going to switch to Spanish because I see a student from Spanish. Mateo, ¿cómo estás? Mateo, la clase de español es a las 6 de la tarde en hora México. Ahorita estás en la clase de inglés, pero bienvenido. Okay, so guys, switching back to English. Okay, we are going to learn this. In this class, we are going to focus on some specific things. The main focus of this class is going to be, and actually, we are going to learn how to start creating the tower system. I see that that was questions that most of you were asking me in the week about how to create the tower system, and I know that this is probably the most tricky part. Okay, guys? So, as this is going to be the most tricky part about creating the tower system, that's what we are going to learn how to create that specific part, okay, guys? So, in 5 minutes more, we are going to start the class. As just wanted to show you, I love that tower, the Thunder Tower. The Thunder Tower has some specific errors, or let's say like problems, and is that it's not going to farm gold. So always in this kind of game, if try to use that tower as a last stand, like in the last line, not as the beginning. But yeah, also if you want me to show you how to create the Thunder Tower, is going to be tricky. I don't want you to use that tower because it has a lot of errors, but if you want to learn how to do it, of course, let me know into the comments, let me know into the Discord channel, and we will probably will be able to give an extra like video, not in the class, apart from it, about how to create the Thunder Tower, okay? Let me see. We left 5 minutes more to start the class, okay? Okay, I see that blue team is losing some lives. Let's creating an ice tower right here. Okay. Let me switch to Spanish again. Mateo, no, es un mapa de defensa de torres, más o menos, esa es la idea. Pero lo que te digo, a las 6 de la tarde hora México puedes volver y vas a ver la clase en español. Okay guys, switching back to English. Alright, we are... Actually the other team is almost in the half of the lives. Let's see, I think we are going to survive to this round also. Okay, let me check how the other team is doing. Okay, I see. So the other team is not doing wrong. I hope that we are going to survive this time. Yeah, actually, I think we are going to survive. It's not that hard for now. Okay. Alright, our towers are surviving well, even for this level. So we're going to pick up some extra coins. So hello meow, meow meow, so you're a cat. That's nice. Alright, so we are going to put a tower level 3 here. And guys, for those that are just joining, welcome. Hi Artin, I see that you are accessing here. And yeah guys, we're going to take until 6:20 to start. Remember that we are talking about Vietnam time, that is South Asia, I think it's Southeast Asia, right? Yeah. Alright guys, and yeah, we are going to take a little bit more of time to start the game. Alright. Let me check here. Also, I'm going to switch to this specific screen so you will be able to see me, guys. I see, so you are in iPad. Alright, so I see, that's why you're using the VPN, right? Hello Artin, welcome. Alright, I see that your Thunder Tower is smashing all the mobs. Alright. Okay. It seems that it's going to be a third fight. Okay, so next wave is going to start. Yes, the next wave starts. So let's check what happened here. Oh, I have a lot of gold here. Alright, that's fair enough. I have enough money to create good towers. Let's change this one. Or let's place a good tower here. Let's place this one. Okay, that tower sounds powerful, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's see. Hi, Jane Burrs. Jane Burrs, you have to be here and you have to pick up some coins around this area to be able to place some cool towers here. Oh, why? Wow. What? I see. Hello. I see that you're standing there. I see. So you're a iPad user. I'm just checking the comments to be sure. Let me check the live chat because I think I was checking just the top chat, so probably I was missing some of your actually comments. Alright, let me place some cool towers here. We're going to place the second line, the second defense line. We are going to upgrade this one. Oh, I see. Then have some money so you will be able to build some towers. Yeah, good. Alright, 1 minute more to start the class, guys. For now, we are just waiting. So I was just taking some time to play with you while we wait for the class to start, while we wait for more players. Yeah, I see that you're late. Alright, let me show your comments here. So welcome Kenzie, welcome back. Alright. Let me check the live streaming very quickly. Alright guys, so hello. Alright, we are going to use another wave and then we are going to start the class, okay? And today, guys, as you can see, we're asking also in the Discord channel, we are going to learn a lot of the questions that you have during the week. We are going to learn to do the good way to do the tower system from zero. So you will have everything clear, guys, okay? Alright. Let's use this one. Oh, okay, I know what is happening here. I forgot to change my settings to medium, so that's creating some problems in my map. Now everything should be solved. Let's place a freezing tower here. So we are going to reduce. Oh, thank you. Okay. Alright, so we left this wave and then we are going to start the class, okay guys? Let's do this. Let's place a tower here. Alright guys. Yes, you can hear the music. You want me to increase the volume of the music, Kenzie? Because I don't know, I can hear the music, but I don't know if you are hearing the music, guys. Let me see here. So let me know if the music volume is okay for you guys. I just want to be sure that you also are able to hear me. Or if you want me to increase the music a little bit, I will be more than happy to do it. Okay, guys, so it's a promise. Right now we already finished like the last wave, so we're going to start the class. Okay, guys? So let me switch here to your screen so you will be able to see me in full screen. So welcome, guys, welcome back. This is the class number 3 and I'm very happy and very excited that you are assisting and that we are going to learn some extra things here. Okay, guys, so let me read you in the comments. Yeah, I see that. Oh, thank you for subscribe. So yeah, there's more music. Don't worry for that, Kenzie. There's a lot of music here. And yeah, guys. For this class, I just wanna be sure that you're able to see my full screen, even with the presentation. So let me switch to this screen, okay? And guys, as always, we are, for those that are new, for those that are just joining to the channel, remember that we are creating a tower defense map, just like the map that you see right now. We're going to learn how to create this map. Remember that this is part of MiniCamp. This event actually it will encourage you to create your own games. So you will have actually some specific dates to participate. So the first one is going to be that we are going to have a in between 19th of June to the 3rd of July to create your game. Okay, guys? Remember to assist the class. In each class we are going to learn different things that we can use to actually create this specific kind of game. So right now we already learned how to create the base of the map. Now in the 3rd class we are going to learn some extra things, okay? But very important, guys, and this is the most important, we need to have until the 12th of July to submit the map. For those that are going to ask me where you can submit a map, you are not going to see it yet. Remember that this is going to be you can start submit your map in a little bit of time. So right now it's not available, but starting the 2nd of July, you will be able to to submit the game, okay? Just give me a second. I wanna be sure that you are able to see everything. And yes, you are able to see everything. Okay, guys, and very important, guys, starting on the 13th of July, we as teachers will be able to rank your works. So there are some awards actually inside MiniWord, and those awards also are going to be for those that are just joining right now. And well, we have like different awards. The first one is going to be the Excellent Award, as always, is for the best word, for the word that works better, that has beautiful scenario, that has some extra cool models, and actually lacks of books, or at least of those books that are going to be very dangerous for the game, okay? So second, we are going to have the Best Learning Award. The Best Learning Award is going to be for those that actually are going to just be very good implementing the lessons. So just by assisting and implementing what I teach on this class, you will be able to probably win a game or an award. And actually we have also for the most creative or the most progress. Finally, we have the shortlist, is for those that just participate and have a tower defense map. I'm personally going to select those one, okay? Very important, the pricing is in money, is in real money, so you will be able to earn some money, okay? Yes, Kenzie, don't worry, at the end of the game map, we are going to play your map. Now, we have some specific deadlines, and what is important with these deadlines, guys, okay? So, the most important thing about these deadlines is that, let me just change to full screen. And the most important things with those deadlines, guys, is that you have to take note of them, because with that, you will be able to participate, guys. I don't know if you are able to hear me well, right? I just want to be sure. Let me check my microphone. Yes, you will be able to hear me a little bit better. So, Guys, for participate, don't forget the deadlines. Very important, guys. As you see highlighted, you are going to have the last time to submit your map. Again, it's 12th of July. But very important, guys, on the last minicamp, some of you weren't able to submit the artwork, weren't able to submit the maps. And that was because you tried to submit the same day, okay, guys? So remember, just in case if something happens, if as an example, I don't know, like, mm, as an example, I don't know, you get an error in your map and you want to correct that error, probably you won't be able to if your map has some bugs. And if you try to submit that last time, just when the map or when the contest is completely over, probably you are not going to do the best because your map actually is not going to be able to be resolved because probably the time has been already expanded, and probably you are going to have also another mistakes. Probably remember that the server could fail and probably you are not going to be able to submit your map, okay? So very important, guys, take a note of these specific dates and be very careful about that. If you are in your phone, if you are in different like platforms, let's do this. Take a screenshot of it just in case, so you will have all the time to see that, just in case that gets an error or something, okay, guys? So second, or well, last part, it's what we are going to cover in this class, okay, guys? And what we are going to cover in this class, as you see right here, what we are going to cover in this class is that we are going to start, actually, it's this one, yes. And what we are going to do is that we are going to design the combat system. That means that we are going to learn how to create this combat system. We are going to learn to balance the towers and balance the damage, so it's going to be easier for you to develop your maps. Second, we are going to start designing the towers, I mean the models, the miniatures, and then a quick system to design the towers. Third one, we are going to actually create the tower system objects. In most important, we are going to create the tower system triggers, okay, guys? So with this, you are going to have all your tower system working full. That means that you won't have to worry about anymore to creating the towers. You will have all clear to start creating your towers. I know, guys, I know that some of you already create like the tower system, guys. Some of you take a little bit of steps ahead and you already design some of the parts of the tower system, guys. And that's okay. For me, there's no problem for it. I'm very glad to know that you actually taking advanced work. With this, probably you will have to redesign some of your mobs. But yeah, guys, that will be the best way to do it, okay? So now, for starting the map, we are going to change a little bit the presentation. And just to let you know, guys, as always, we are going to have some rewards here. Those rewards are going to be for you guys. So depending on how much views we are going to get for this live streaming, I'm going to provide you some codes. Most of them are going to be to claim some specific items inside the game. As an example, you can have like the mini beans one, and the mini beans one is going to give you 15 mini beans, and with those 15 mini beans, you will be able to actually use that for unlock some items or other things. Also, we have the skin system. So just by assisting the class, you are going to get some cards for change for some skins. But also, probably we are going to give you some skins if we reach enough players, okay? Moving next, we have also the Discord channel, guys, in the description of this video. If you hit on the description, you will be able to find all the information in that Discord channel. You will be able to join. Some of the players ask me questions on there. We will be able to provide you some help in case you need some help, okay? Very important, guys, as always, for those that are new, for this channel, we always need to use a notepad, and also we need to use a computer, because for those parts, as this is an intermediate class, probably we are going to use some coding. and it's very important for you to be able to edit those scripts, okay? Well, guys, we are going to start by creating this specific system that is going to be the TD system, guys, okay? So, what is a combat system, or what does it mean? A combat system is basically how you are going to make, or what are going to be the values and the dynamics for your map for make the mobs fight each other. So it's going to be balanced, it's going to be in the right way, okay? As an example, if you design a good combat system, your mobs are not going to be OP, overpowered, or your towers are not going to be OP. That means that you will be able to create a progressive system in which actually in the first levels is going to be easy, but when you are like getting more and more levels, it's going to be harder, and also the players are going to enjoy better the experience. Also, you can create some specific kind of towers and etc. So first, before we start design our combat system, I need you to take note of this, guys, because probably you will need to lose the information. If you don't want to take note, it's okay, guys. Remember that also I'm going to submit this information later. All right. So yes, it's going to be low, but don't worry, guys. What I care about is not how many lives or views I get live. What I actually care about is that this will help you out to create better maps. Okay, guys. So important things, remember that this is going to be also submit as a resume short video, so that's going to be only the important parts about this streaming, okay, guys? So very important, yeah, it's probably because of the time zones. So remember this, guys, our system, our map is going to have first TM lives, okay? And what does it mean, team lives? That means how many mobs can enter to the score point before the game ends, okay? So guys, for you, I highly advise you to leave it in 100%. Also later, you will be able to change this by triggers. That means that, as an example, if you can place a system in the start that can then will allow the players to choose what will be like the difficult system if they want to play just to 50 lives, to 25 lives, up to 100 lives, but for now we are going to keep it in 100 lives, okay? Second, we are going to define how much lives the players are going to lose if they actually lose. That means if the minion access or enter to the score point, we are going to lose 1 life. So you need to design that. Probably you can have some minions that are going to take more life than the others. So just check that, okay? Third part, we are going to take the upgrade percentage. That means from 100 mobs, how much of them are going to release the upgrade coin. In my case, I set up as a 10%. That means that from 100 mobs that I'm going to kill inside the game, only 10 of them are going to drop like this scroll that allows you to upgrade the towers, okay? So think about that. And finally, I want you to choose the amount of coins that you are going to have at the beginning. In my case, each basic tower, and that's very important, guys, at the beginning just give basic towers to the players, so the players are not going to be confused, it's going to learn step by step. But in my case, each tower is going to have a price of 8 coins, okay? That means that with this 30 initial coins, the player will be able to build 3 towers, and also it's going to left 2 coins to get a part of the other tower. And another cool thing about this, guys, is that when you have the 30 towers or the 30 coins, with the menu that we're going to create, at this menu, the tower menu that you can open from your inventory, is based on the recipes in the craft menu. The player is not going to lose all the menu. If the player still remains at least 1 coin, is going to be able to see the towers, okay? So, what will be the next step? Oh, thank you, Kenzie. So, what will be the next part, Kenzie? This is very important for you, as I know that you already designed some part. For the minions, we need to create a life base, okay? So, the life base is the initial value in which you are going to start to design your mobs, okay? What does it mean? It means that at the beginning we are not going to have like that much powerful mobs, and we are going to start the scene in 10 values, so that means that we are going to not use mobs like with 100 of life. We are not going to have like mobs with 200 life or 1000. We're going to start with a low number because it's going to be easier for you to calculate how much damage is going to be in the game. Don't do it with 1 as an example, using the life base of 1, because you won't be able to regulate very well the damage. Instead of that, with 10 you will be able to place damage like, as an example, 5, that is going to be half of the life. For the minions also we are going to have at least initial value for the speed of 2000, actually it's 200, sorry. And what is this? Because with 200, guys, you are going to have like the medium speed is not going to be too low or too fast, and you will be able to start dashing on that part. Also, your minions could have a buff. For now, for the initial minions, like the base state is not going to have any buff. The buff could be that is going to be resistant to fire, or that can have extra speed, or a lot of things. But for now, we are going to keep it in 0. And the coin reward, that's very important, guys. In my game, at least to be balanced, each minion has 1 coin for each 10 of life. 20 of life. That means that in this case, as an example, the minion with 10 of life is not going to give you coins. But if the minion has 20 of life, it's going to give you 1. If the minion has, as an example, 200 of life, it's going to give you 10 coins. Now, we also have to define the price for this minion. That means that the player will be able to put these minions to attack the enemy. And in my case, I start very low. So you are going to notice something, and is the price that the minions is less than the price for the towers. And the reason is why, because we want to make the players do more attacks than pull the towers, okay? We are going to have few towers, but we are going to have a lot of minions, so that's why. And finally, define a level on a class. This is just theory, guys. Let me show you in MiniWorld, like the practical part. Let me change the screen here. Give me a second. Alright, so you will be able to see MiniWorld right now. Alright, guys, I just want to be sure. Hello, how are you, Cleavig. So, yeah, welcome. So, guys, let me show you in the practice this specific system that I mentioned before. So, let's take an overview about how my minions are going to look very quickly here. I know that the main focus for this game is going to be the towers for this class. But for now, let me show you the basic minion. So as you see, I have some components of the previous screen that I showed you. First, we have the name of the minion here. We also provide the level of the minion here. So as you see, the level is going to be right here. Also, remember to place this eye to let the player know the minion. Remember also to play here with the size, but we are going to learn that later, okay? I just want you to show you the basic values, okay? As you see, we are going to use 20 of health according to the base, because 20 of health is going to be, in my system, 2 attacks. That means that the towers can attack this 2 times, and when you attack 2 times, the tower is going to actually die. Finally, attack is not important. The speed, once more, is going to be 200. And for the battle, very important, it has some values. The only value that is important here is the one that says view field. And this mob has nothing else, okay? The other things, some things that you have to take in care about in your end directly. So let me switch to the presentation again. Okay, guys, so the other things, as I mentioned before, are not going to be important, okay, for now, but for taking it into account, okay? So, if you can start design some specific models here about these minions. So, as an example, you place like a table, and in the different values, you are going to assign the values for your mobs, okay? But the most important one for this class, this is the structure that we are going to use for the damage or the combat system for our towers, okay? Instead of having the same values as you see here of the actual minion, we are going to have like different values for the towers. First, we are going to see the damage right here, guys. Why we are going to have the damage here. Remember that I mentioned before that the life base is going to be 10. In my case, my minion has at least 20 of life. That means that the towers is going to be able to attack 2 times before to kill the minion. Okay, guys? So very important. At the beginning, don't place like very powerful towers and very like resistant mobs. Okay? As you see, 2 of damage is going to be enough for the minions. The attack delay is the amount of time that your tower is going to take before re-attacking, before we launch the projectile. We will be able to change that, so remember that all those values are going to be the basic combat system, so depending on the tower that you design and the levels, you will be able to change this. Now, your tower, also you can place an amount of projectile. That means how many arrows is going to throw at the same time the tower. Finally, you can assign some books, you can do a freezing tower, you can do a fire tower, you can do a lot of towers with this, okay? Finally, we are going to have the price. Guys, by starting, and it's very important, I place only 8 because in my initial system, as you see, the initial coins are going to be 30, so that means that the player will be able to get 3 towers and it's going to leave some money. But most important one, the price for the minions is going to be cheaper than the price for the towers. Also, we are going to place a selling tower price. In my case, is going to be just like for the towers, is going to be like the half of the real price. You can change that depending on your game. I highly recommend you to keep you in the half because the players will be able to, or they will need to plan better what they are going to do in the next turns. But that's on you. And finally, each tower is going to have the upgrade level. So as an example, the basic tower doesn't need an upgrade tower, an upgrade level. The tower level 2 is going to require one upgrade coin. That means that it's going to require a level of upgrade of the number 2. The tower level 3 is going to require actually 2 different scrolls, 2 different upgrade coins. That means that the upgrade level is going to be level 3. Alright guys, and finally the tower is also going to have a level and a class. So let me take like in the practice how this is going to work, okay? So guys, we are going to do like a table or something that you can take note of it. And for this class, as I want you to learn better, as I want you to learn with some examples, I'm not going to show you how I create like a basic tower that is already inside the game. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to create another kind of tower, okay? Let me read you in the comments, yeah. Yes, don't worry, Kenzie, I'm going to show you how you can change the attack delay, so you will be able to place better attacks on it, okay? Yes, you can make like an example at Turing that can attack a lot of times, and I'm going to teach you that, okay guys? Very important. This is going to be very important, guys. Take note of this, okay? So we are going to start design a tower. So I just wanna tell me which kind of tower you want to design, because I already have some towers in the map and I want to show you in practice how we can change that, okay? So in the map we have like different towers. Remember that we have a normal tower that if in each level is going to be to just shoot faster. We have a fragment tower that actually like drops more projectiles at the same time for each level. We have a frozen tower that reduces the speed for each mob in each level. And finally we have the thunder tower that increases the damage for each level. I see. So I see that Kenzie is having a lot of options here. Well, we already have the ice tower. For those guys, very important, you won't be able to use like a sniper tower if you mean the distance. Because for this kind of game, the problem is that for distance you can attack the other team. And this is due to the limitations on mini-world. So the sniper tower is not going to be possible, okay? I see that you have a good ideas. Potion tower, fire tower. So guys, which tower you want to decide? I see that Kenzie has provided some options here. Just let me know and confirm into the comments if you want to design any of those three. I think the most like reliable one, the most possible one, is going to be the fire tower and the potion tower, because we already have the ice, and the sniper potion tower is not going to be very functional on these kind of games due to the mini world limitations. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments which one you want to design. Let's do the fire tower, okay? All right, so we are going to change the tower here for the fire tower, okay? So as you see here, we are going to start design our tower system, okay? So in the case for the base tower, the basic one, once more here, moving back here, we have a price for 8 coins, but for the advanced towers, for the other towers, we set up a price of 10 coins. Why 10 coins? Because we at the start, we want the player just to start by the basic, okay? So remember, that means that the player at the beginning will be able to only use basic towers. And more important one, these towers, for saying like that, is going to require at least two different pergaments or 2 different upgrade coins. So let's do this, okay? Let's change this and let's place upgrade coins here. All right, so most of the towers, the basic towers, are not going to require any coin, but as this tower is going to be an advanced tower, it's not going to be the basic tower, we are going to do this, and I hope, guys, you do the same. Remember, the normal tower is going to have those values, it doesn't require any like upgrade coin, but any other tower are going to require at least 1 upgrade coin. So the base level for the towers that are special like this one will require a price, okay? So starting, we are going to place at 10 coins of initial price, okay, guys? 10 coins, I think is going to be enough to start, so the player will be able to change the different, okay? All right. So, can see we are going to answer later that, okay? So, once more, on here, I just want to confirm, yes, you are checking the right amount, okay? So guys, on here we have upgrade coins for this specific tower that is going to be the fire tower. The price is not going to have anything in level 0 because we are not going to have this tower in upgrade coin 0, but for at least 1 upgrade coin, the price of 10, we are going to use the selling price of 5. That means that the player needs to expend the half of the money to be able to get this tower. Finally, we are going to start with the damage. So, in my game, the basic tower is going to do 10 of damage. We are not going to change that because this tower is going to, as it's a fire tower, it's going to have a specific skill, okay guys? So, in this tower, the actual buff is going to have a like fire, literally. That's the most obvious part. And the fire, what it's going to do is to add some extra damage per second. So, let's say that is going to add like 1 of damage per 5 seconds, okay? Let's reduce this a little bit here. Yeah, that way. Okay, so that means that the tower is going to do an initial damage of 10, and for at least 5 seconds is going to do 1 of damage, 1 of damage, and 1 of damage. Alright? So, as you see, the difference between this tower and the advanced tower is that at the end is going to do, if I'm not wrong, 15 of damage. Okay guys, to balance this a little bit more, we are going to reduce the basic damage. So with this, the tower at the beginning is going to do 13 of damage, that is going to do 8 of damage when hits the mob, and with the time it's going to finally complete the 5 extra damage, okay? Guys, for the basic attack delay, we are not going to increase this because this tower is, the focus of this tower is not the speed, is the fire damage. over time, okay? Alright guys, so as this has the fire damage over time, we don't care to increase that, okay? Projectiles, we also don't need that because, you know, this tower it's only going to have like one projectile, okay? So that's going to be the base status, the base level for our tower, okay? So now guys, we need to plan the upgrades, okay? And let me read you in the comments. Yeah, later we are going to probably learn that, but that is a little bit more complicated, you can see. But for now, we are going to start with the basics, okay? So guys, now that we have cleared this part, that we understand this part, we are going to start with the most important part, that is going to be the second level. So the second level is going to have an increased price, okay? So as base, we place 10 of. Now we are going to increase at least 6. So remember the tower is going to increase the price by 6 by 6, okay? So let's do this. 10 divided into, it's going to be 5 plus 1 or 2. So that's going to be like, for each level you have to pay the half of the tower and an extra, okay? In my case, I'm going to place 2 as an extra, so that means that in total, for each level, you are going to have to pay 7 coins more. So that means that the price for this one is going to be 17, and for this one is going to be, again, the base, that is going to be 17, plus the new value that we said that is going to be 7, so it's going to be 24 coins for the level 3 tower, okay? Now, for the selling price is we are going to use the halved. Try to use the half if you get like a number that doesn't match, because probably the half of 17 is not going to be an exact number, use the next number, okay? So as an example, the half of 16 is going to be 8, so the price for this plus 1 is going to be 9. So to sell this, we are going to use 9, or if you are a little bit pickier, try to use the less value, so it's going to be 8. For 24 is going to be 12. So that's going to be the selling price. The damage is going to be the same, 8. So that's the base damage when the turret hit them off. The speed is going to be the same, because it's not it's not the upgrade that we want for this kind of tower. Remember that each kind of tower is going to have their own system. The projectiles are going to be the same. It's going to be just 1. But most important one, we are going to change here the fire damage that the tower is going to do. Okay, so check this, guys. First, we have 1 of damage for 5 seconds, right? We are going to change this. So we are going to do 2 of damage, or let's say 1.5 for 5 seconds. And finally, for the tower at max level, we are going to have 2 of damage for 5 seconds. That means that this tower, it's going to do our damage of 7 or 8, around that. In the final level, is going to do a total amount of damage of 8 of 10, okay? So in the end, this tower is going to do 18 of damage. This one is going to do around 16, and this one is going to do 13, okay? So we already have our levels defined. Now we are going to change and pass to the next part of the presentation, guys. Remember to do this exercise in your home to design your towers. So as an example, as Kenzie says, we have a tower that splats damage around some area. So define how much damage or how much area is going to be around, okay? All right. So now let's move in the presentation. Let me change here. And we're going to start with the tower design, okay? So let me switch to MiniWord. Now you will be able to switch MiniWord, and let me sit and let me start a design here with you guys, okay? So if you see here in the tower system, you are going to see the basic tower, also the setups. So we are going to create by 0 this tower, okay? Remember that I have the different values here, but we left some important things before continuing, before starting here. And it's that we have another important things here. First, according to the system that we have here, we need to create first something very, very, very important. And it's that you can have the tower, okay guys, but you need a place to place the tower actually. I say like duplicated, but yeah. So moving back to the map, and let me show you here, very important. As you see, we need first to design this. That is going to be the space where you can place the towers. Then we will need to design the model of the tower, okay guys? So that's what we are going to do right now. Now I'm going to show you how I design the towers so you will have an idea. I know that some of you, as Kenzie, already have created this. Don't worry, Kenzie, it's okay. It's just like an introductory class. Let me switch here. I have my models here, and this is very important, guys. Always try to design your models in another maps, so you will be sure that you are not going to occupy space in your map, okay? So let me show you here. I have like the different models of the towers here. All right, and I want you to notice something. As you see, the difference between each tower is going to be a minimum difference, but it's like the same base model. It's just that I'm adding some extra things to the towers, okay? And that happens for all the towers. As you see, the difference between this one and this one is going to be mainly the cannons, but also in the base model, you are going to see that some parts of the base model are going to change. That's the same for this one, that is going to have bigger cannons, but at the end it's going to have these golden parts. Also, this one is going to have some extra like spaces. And in the Thunder Tower is going to be the same. This part is completely wrecked, it's completely, yeah, it's almost the same design. This one have some holes here, has some extra parts and has some extra gold parts. And finally the last one, it's going to have like extra details with like crystal parts. So that's what we learned to, that's what we are actually going to learn how to do. Just give me a second here. My mini word just closed down. Let me check here. Oh yeah, it's here. All right, so how we are going to start to design? We are going to start by designing this, guys, okay? This part is very important. We need a block to show the players that they can place the tower just right here. The quicker or the best way to do it is just design basically a color cube that you can use whatever color you want. In my case, I use the team colors and create an icon for it, okay? So if you don't know how to create those, and just search for pixel art in Google, and you're say tower, and you're going to see a lot of designs that you can use, or you can create your own. So with that you can choose. Okay, the way is first you create a basic cube and you create a basic cube with it right here. You place this cube and you create like the basic block on here, okay? Once you have that model, that miniature, you are going to create your icon, and you are going to just, again, create a miniature for it. And in my case, I create another one. That is going to be the circle around the tower. You just copy and do the same work, okay? You create like this part, and you are going to create a miniature. Once you have the 3 miniatures here, what you can do is just to create the block, okay? So for creating this, you just use this block. It's the block that I have in my hand right now in MiniWord. That is going to be the custom model editor. You are going to place it in the floor and just hit on here. Okay. Now on here you will have like different options: standard figure, sample model, custom model, and you will have also here an option. So on here you can choose the blocks that you just created, as I show you here. Yeah, so I show you here, this is the first one, the one that we just saw in the floor. This is the other block, the normal block, and finally we have like the part that goes above the block, okay? So remember that you can choose any of the blocks that you have. As an example, let me show you. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to create this very quickly, okay? So what I always do is first create the base model. It's going to be a block. Be sure that the block is over the default preview block. Increase the size a little bit, but be sure that it's going to be, a little bit is just a little bit, not that much. And move the size. Remember, by just pressing here, you will be able to change and drag the position. Be sure that it's matching the floor. Yes, it is. And now over this, you can just hit on here and you can create new models, okay? So as you see, you just create the base. I have the base here. Give it a name, let's say frame. You can just move here. Remember, if you place it just very quickly or very close to the block, it's going to look like a texture. Then be sure that it's in the middle, just by moving a little bit, everything. Okay, remember that you can change the angle by just holding in any part and moving around. And once you have it in the right middle, okay, it's going to be a little bit more, okay. Now be sure that this value is also very low. And inside of this, just create a new init, and that's going to be the icon that we create. Remember that you have to create an icon for the red team and also for the blue team. Let's say icon here. And for this one, the same. Be sure that the players will be able to see it. Now, probably in my case, you have to reduce a little bit the size. Okay, I realized that I used the wrong one. I should use the red one because it's going to be confusing for the players. Yeah, and as you see, we can reduce the size a little bit. Just then, after reduce the size, we are going to move it again. And yeah, we already have our block, guys, okay? So as you see, it's not that complicated. You will be able to create this a little bit faster, guys. And it's just an example. Now, for the towers, let me show you the process that I did at the beginning, and then I'm going to start to design the fire tower, okay? So as you see, this is the base model. What I did is I create different models for each one of the levels. So level 1 tower is very simply. It's not that special tower. Try to not to put like cool effects at the first tower because it's going to be the basic. We need to make the player notice that it's changing the tower. So the first one, as you see, it's very simple in comparison of the others. The second model that is going to be right at the end, right here, it's going to be the same tower, but as you see, I reduce in some parts, like the shape of it, and also I add some extra details. As an example, you can see here this, so the player will notice that it's a little bit, it's changing a little bit, but not that much. For the third model, as base tower, I just add some golden points that are going to show the players like the tower is more exclusive. And for the final model, I just copy, literally in every one of them, I just copy and change some things. In this one, I just add some these extra cool effects, like this crystal that is going to look like crystal in the miniature. So with that, I have 3 base models, okay? Actually, because in my game I can have up to 4 levels of each tower. And as you see, like are going to be the small details that are going to change. Also, I changed the size a little bit. So the first tower is going to be the smaller one, and this one, the last one, is going to be the bigger, okay? So to avoid wasting a lot of time, guys, my best advice is that you first design, like with miniatures, the base of the tower, okay, guys? Once you have the base of the tower, as you see, I'm using the same base. Then you can create like the extra parts for the tower. So remember that we are creating our fire tower. Let's create it right here, okay? For time, I'm going to create 2 levels, the first and the last one, so you will be able to notice the difference. But what I did is just to take a vase. As an example, you can see my different vases here. So this is going to be the first one. Okay, guys? So this is going to be my first tower, okay? The tower level 1. I'm going to increase the size a little bit to 1.3, and be sure that when you increase the size, always, guys, in this kind of games, the floor is matching with this with the tower, okay? So just increase the size a little bit. Now it's, yeah, matching the floor, and then return the tower to the value number 0. Alright, so as you see, this is the base of the tower. Now we are going to start creating some extra parts. So, as we want a fire tower, we want like to have a red crystal in the center. Okay, guys, so I see that there is a Spanish student here. So let me switch to English while I'm designing the crystal here. So I'm going to use the same crystal that the red one, that the gold one. I'm just going to change it to red, and I'm going to add some details. Okay, guys? So for this, just use this tool. And you know, with this tool, you do have a select mode. And with the select mode, you will be able to change the crystal here, okay? So I'm going to cover all this part, and I'm going to change this with the change mode. So switching to Spanish 1 second. So, Thierry, esta es la clase de inglés. Yo te puedo ayudar con mucho gusto, pero si quieres, una vez más, en la descripción del video, solo dale clic a la descripción o en la descripción de cualquiera de mis mapas, perdón, de los videos, vas a ver literalmente el link para que puedas acceder a Discord. Ahora, si no puedes acceder a Discord, simplemente vuélveme a escribir en la clase de la tarde, que es a las 6 p.m. hora México, y ahí con mucho gusto te ayudo, ¿vale? Okay, guys, switching back to English because I was checking a student from the Spanish class, and she was asking how to participate, so I just provide some instructions to him. So, guys, remember, I'm just going to change this for the red crystal for make the fire tower. Okay, guys, check this. Very quick, I changed the crystal. Now it's a red crystal. It's going to look like the fire. Probably I'm going to add some details here. So I don't want to take that much time, but let's do this. On here, as this is going to be the fire tower, we are going to add some extra details. Yeah, let's remember 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. Okay, it's going to be around here, around this area. Sorry. Oh. I'm very good like pointing with it. And yeah, it has 1 block and 2. Just 2 difference from the cold tower, guys, because if I do the same, it's going to look like very similar, so I don't want that. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I think I not designed it in the right way. Yes. On here we have 1 space, so probably we left this. And now it's going to be more equal in each side, so yes. And this side also we left 1 block. No, it's like this one, yes. Alright, so guys, almost finishing the model here. It's just a quick model, probably I'm going to change it later, but I just want to show you in the practice how to design your towers, okay? So guys, this is going to be the tower level 1, okay? Let's choose a good color for it because we want the tower to look like fire. So remember the actual fire only have not only have red, also have some orange and some yellow. Probably I'm not going to use yellow right now because I'm using the yellow to give the gold parts to the tower, so it's going to be confusing, but I'm going to use the orange. Okay, so with red and orange, the tower is going to look more like fire. And once we design this part also, that is going to be like the part that goes into the tower, let me create a miniature of it. Just hit on here. Remember, guys, also for having this like texture that looks like glass or crystal, you need to use not the normal miniature, you need to use the prop system miniature, okay? Why? Because the other one, this one, the normal block one, it's not going to create a miniature. So check, this tower has that prop miniature system because Other way it's not going to work, okay? So let me remove this one, and I already have the previous model here. I'm just going to remove it, and I'm going to create fiery crystal, okay? And yep, now I have the fire in my hands. Now I can start designing the tower. Alright guys, remember, I'm just doing quick examples. Probably you'll have more time, and also you will have the availability to create some extra parts. As an example, you can design like the animations and all that part, okay? Let's say it's front for this, or cannon. And if I place it right now, it's just small, it's not going to do any difference. But you can move this, okay guys? So, as an example, you can start playing. I always place or play with the rotation and the distance, okay? So minus 45, and let's see. Okay, so right now you're supposed to have a fiery tower, but I like it more like a cannon, like the other one, okay? Like the cold one, so I'm going to just change the position for this. Alright. Let's do this. Let's place the tower here. Oh, I think I moved the wrong one. Yes, I moved the wrong one. I will need to do it manually here. Okay, and here we are going to place 0, so it's going to be in the middle. And it's going to be in this area. Of course, it's too big right now, because the first tower is going to be small. But as an example, we have the basic design for the tower. Probably we can add more details. Right now, yeah, it's just like this, very similar to the others. Right now, probably I'm going to add some extra things here on the top, just to show you. As an example, I designed this extra part, so I'm going to place it like top. And just move it around. And let's place it right here. Let's give it some angle here to look cooler. And let's reduce the size a little bit. Yeah. Let's change the size a little bit more. Alright guys, so we have as an example here the star design for the fire tower, alright? So what we are going to do next? We are going to design the last level. Okay, so for this, remember to export your creatures, you have to place here a name. Be sure for you not to be confused to place the level. Okay, and now you're going to choose the creature, okay? Very important guys, don't choose block or prop, choose creature, so you will be able to place this into a mob. Alright, and we have the level 1. Now, for the next one, that is going to be the last level, we are going to just open the same creature that we just created, that is going to be this one. As you see, it's the same tower. First thing that we are going to do, we are going to change the size. So for the level 3, I changed 3 sizes. And probably we are going to need to resize everything, but I just use the same model, okay? As always, be sure that the floor is matching. So here let's change to 0, but the health let's increase a little bit to match the floor. Other way your tower is going to look that is under the floor. Now for this cannon you also need to increase the level, so it's going to look jogger, it's going to look powerful. And try to keep some details. As an example, you can increase the distance, so it's going to look that is going to be farther, and now you can just change the base model, okay guys? So as an example here, I'm going to use the last level, that is going to be this one. And for the top also you need to do some changes, so increase it and make it a little bit bigger, alright? And as you see, we have just by few steps the second model for the last tower level, alright? So as you see, this tower looks much simpler, and this one looks much powerful. Also, if you want to add some details, as an example, you can change this model As an example, you can add some gold parts on here. So the player will notice that this has been increased at some levels, okay? Don't overcomplicate with it, just do simple things. Of course, you can add more detail later, because as an example, on here, you can see that I have more colors for the golden, but just as this is a quick example, we are not going to mess with that that much. Let's do this, and let's do this, okay? Just to show you the example, you can place like different colors to simulate a gold or metal. Remember that the metal has like different brickness on the metal. So as an example, you can use this, and you can use a middle color, and it's going to look more like metal, okay? But guys, don't worry, you will have more time to personalize this part, also to give more color to the crystals and all the parts, okay guys? It's just by time that I want to show you very quickly this. Now we are going to, now that we have the second level, or the last level model, we are just going to create here another block for level 4. We already have this, and if you go ahead and just replace that part, it's going to have the new model, and it's going to look cooler, okay? Check this. On the front, we are going to replace the model for the last one that we create, that is a part. And yeah, guys, now you see that the level looks like more powerful, more increased. So yeah, for this one, just do the same. We are going to change the level. Remember that it's going to be the level 4. I just assigned the first and the last level, and you already have the different levels for your towers, okay guys? So now that we have already the base model created here, right here, also don't forget to import this one. But now that we have the base tower model and like this specific extra towers inside the game, we can continue with the next part, okay? And the next part is going to be to design the tower objects, okay? And let me switch to the presentation here. So guys, what will be designed the tower system? Now we have the models already. Okay, of course you need to export those models just to be able to place it into your map. That's very important, guys. That's what I'm doing right now while I'm talking with you. Because with that, those models will be available for you just in your map, okay, guys? So don't forget to import your models, okay? But most important, guys, these are going to be just the models. Right now, our tower and our block is not going to do anything. It's actually just an empty block and an empty model, okay? So we need to give some objects to it, and the first one that we are going to create is the model for the actual block that we are going to place in the floor, okay guys? So let me switch to mini world again. Yes, you are going to see my screen now back. So let me change this position. It's going to be better for you. You will be able to see me better. And you can see my screen now. It's actually this screen, okay? So guys, if you see here, that's like the last example that we made for the towers, guys, okay? Remember that we made an example in the first class? Well, we are going to use the same. And what we are going to do is that we are going to create the block in which the actor player will be able to place the tower, okay? For this is very simple, guys. Just hit on plugins right here, right on the top. You have the plugin menu. Then you are going to hit on blocks right here, be sure, and add a new plugin, okay? On this, you are going to create a new block from zero. So just hit new, hit create, use whatever block you have as a base. As an example, the diamond one. I think the diamond here is going to be this one. Well, let's use the stone instead, okay? You're going to say, as an example, team one block. If you want, delete this. And now, most important, guys, we are going to change the model for this one, okay? So remember that we just create a model. All right, so the model that we create it's actually right here. You're going to see it around this area. That was the tower red, and remember that you need, using the same technique, create a blue one, okay? So, team 1 block, it's going to have that model. Now the settings, okay guys? Very important guys, most of you already know it if you are assisting to the previous class, but for those that are new, with this, if you place the blast resistant in -1, your block is not going to be able to be break by explosions. And if you place the hardness in -1, your block cannot be destroyed by any way, even by triggers, well, by triggers yes, but by skills or, I don't know, by hitting the block, you cannot do it. Okay, so very important, change that. On here, be sure that burning speed, odds burning, it's 0. Light intensity, that depends of your map. If you have a Nightman, probably you would like to give some extra light to it. And very important guys, drop items no, and solid, okay? So once you have those settings saved, you only need to add that block into the map. And as you see, we have it here. So you need to enter the game again. As you see, I just put it into the enter button. And now we were going to have that block in our inventory, okay? So guys, another important thing. You are going to see the blocks in the part that says developer. But very careful guys, on here there is a lot of players that are having some mistakes. And it's because you are going to see all of these different things here, and those are going to be all your models, okay? So, if you pick the block that you just created from here, from this part, probably you are going to hit the model, but not the actual block that you design, okay guys? So, yeah, as you see here, I have a lot of blocks and I can pick whatever. But, if you want to be sure that you are picking the right model, just choose here in plugin. And plugin, you are not going to have the models, you are going to have the actual objects that we create into the map. So you are going to add this one, the one that says team 1 block, okay? And what you are going to do is that you are going to place this specific block by respecting unlike the areas. Probably you are going to have this mistake, and is that your block is not appearing. If you get that mistake, that means that you need to import that block model into the map. For doing that, just hit on the menu that is in the top right corner, in the house icon, and under you see that there is no block here. So where it says, you have here two different tabs. The first one is current map, and the second one is main library. Main library is all your models. So on there you need to search for the model that you export, that you previously place in your maps. So what you need to do is to search for your model, that are going to be those two. And you are going to hit move, and you are going to have current map. Now you are going to have that model inside your map, but you see, now you can see the model. Okay? So what you are going to do is you are going to place the tower block. Remember, very important guys, by triggers we are going to make that this tower block is going to be able to be placeable here. You cannot place the towers in any other part of the map. So be sure that you place the block at least at 2 blocks from each sides and 2 blocks from the other towers, so that are going to be only the locations where you can place the towers, okay? Alright, once more, you will have blocks like this. Very important, once more, again, you cannot place towers like in 5 blocks starting from the wall that divides the 2 teams, okay guys? Let me check the comments very quickly. Alright. Hi Armor, welcome. Amor, right? Hi, Amor Divino, welcome. Alright. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive for Latin America. Alright. Alright guys, so alright, so guys, now on this part, very important guys, moving next, we are going to start design our towers, okay? So, as I want you to learn and show you that it's going to work, I'm not going to use the normal map that we have. What we are going to do is that we are going to use the basic map here, the one that I already create for you guys, okay guys? So, we are going to do a backup previously. yeah, let's say MiniCamp. All right, I know that I didn't write that well, but yeah. Okay, guys, and we are going to start creating the tower right here in my end, okay? So this is the most important thing, guys. You're going to hit creature, and we are going to avoid like wasting a lot of time. We are going to create our base model, okay? So we are going to, as you see, I already have some towers here, but you are going just to hit new. You are going to hit create, and very, very, very important, guys. Let me change to full screen interaction. Guys, this is very, very important. You need to use as base model the rooster. The rooster is the chicken that looks like yellow. That is very important, guys. And let me just get closer to the cam. Use the rooster model. Why? Because the system that we are going to do is going to auto aim. You don't have to worry for set up the EA. It's going to auto aim to the player. So use the rooster model. Okay, guys. Moving back to MiniWord. Okay, guys. So on here. All right. So hello, Luna. Welcome. Welcome to the streaming. Okay. So guys, very important here. You're going to hit to create a base model existing creature. When you hit this existing creature, you can use any of those mobs as a base model, as a like a let's say that like a layout for your map. And what happened with this? As an example here, if you use the ghost, it's going to have the same skills and their skills for this specific mob. If you use the thief as an example, it's going to fly. If you use just like a fish, it's going to be able to swim. If you use as an example the bully, is going to be able to just stamp all the players. So we are going to use the rooster, okay? When you create the rooster will auto attack some specific mobs. So that's the important thing, guys, okay? So first, as always, you are going to choose the name of your tower, okay, guys? The name of my tower is going to be Fire. And the level is going to be level 1, okay, guys? So with this, the player will notice that the tower has a specific level. Now, for the model, guys, model just pick up the tower that you already create. So remember in here, we already create the fire tower. Okay, it seems that I only export one. For now, let's use that one, okay? So as you see here, probably it's lacking. That happens a lot of times. When that happens to you guys, that means that you need to redo the model tower, okay? For now, we are not going to worry about it. I just want to show you first the setup. All right, guys. So now, very important, guys. We have the model. Now the size, guys, just keep it in 1 because we changed the model manually in the model system. Now we are going to select the creature type, okay? So for creature type, you're going to select for the towers, and this is very important, guys. If you don't follow the exact same setup, probably you are going to get some mistakes. As an example, the towers are going to attack each other. So select animals, guys, okay? For the health, remember that our tower system, it doesn't matter, but it's very important, guys. The ultra trick here is that this health, instead of health, guys, and big here, big like a warning, we are going to use this specific feature to set up the price of the tower, okay? So let me show you back the presentation. Remember this, guys? We set up the price for $10 or 10 coins, sorry, and the selling price for 5. Okay, guys? So in health, you are going to choose the price of selling the tower, okay? So we are going to choose 5. Why? Because our system is going to detect this to sell the tower, to give you the amount of coins, okay? So another important thing, guys, is, and check this, it's the life. Okay, guys, so we are going to have the damage here, 8. So that's what we are going to use, just the same amounts. Okay, so let's switch to mini word. As you see, I choose 5 because that's the price that we are going to use to sell the tower. In our actual system, the health is not going to work for anything. It's just going to show the player the price. The attack, you need to change the attack value. Remember that our tower is going to do 8 of damage as the beginning. Now, this is very important, guys. The tower is not going to be movable, okay? So just turn off that. On drop, you are going to completely turn off drop, okay? And output level experience, 0. So the actual value, once more, is creature type, animal, health, the price that you are going to give to the tower. In my case, is going to be 5. Attack, the amount of attack that you are going to give to the tower. And all other things need to be completely off, okay? Now for battle. For battle, you don't need to choose an actual team. Our system is going to auto-place the team, so you don't have to divide the creatures and teams. Now, the attack range is going to be very important, guys. For this system, it's going to be 8, okay? Don't choose more, don't choose less, because if you choose too much, it's going to attack the other team. If you use a little bit of values or too short values, it's not going to attack enough to the mobs. It's going to just give 1 shot or 2 shots, and that's it. Now, very important, the view field. On here, you can choose 8. 8 means that as soon as the move moves out of the way, out of the range, is not going to attack it anymore. Now, for the attack, you have to place yes. The attack type, of course, is going to be remote. And now, on here, you can choose the projection, guys, okay? So you already have some, like, arrows or things like here. We are going to design that later. For now, we are going to set up just the mob, okay? And attack collateral effect, you are not going to do anything. I know that this tower is going to do fire damage, but for now we are going to keep it like it is. Attack characteristics, everything needs to be off, okay? And in advance, be sure to just use or remove this, okay? So, as you see, the mob is going to follow the player. You are going to delete all these options. We don't want this mob to do anything with it. You are going just to save it. And we are going to have the base for creating our mob. Okay? So we are going to add it just into the game. It's going to be around this area. Alright? So remember, guys, always when you add a mob into your game, to be sure that you are not going to be mistakes, just change anything and switch back to the original value. With this, the system is going to save that mob with the right ID into your map. And that's very important. It's a pro tip, because probably if you don't do that, when you actually edit any mob, it's going to change the ID and probably some of your triggers are going to start failing, okay? Now, let me show you the good thing about this. Now, you have like the base for creating the tower model. So anytime, the only thing that you need to do when you are creating a new tower for the level 2 is just hit in this menu where it allows you to choose a template, the tower, and the fire tower is going to have already all the setups. So you don't have to worry to set up everything else, just move little by little the values. So remember that you need to design all the levels, but for this we are just designing like the level 1 and the last levels to show you how it works, okay? So remember that the last level has a price of 24 books, so that means that we can sell it for 12 coins. So when the player sells the tower, it's going to give the players 12. The basic attack is the same, and all the information apart from that is going to be the same, so just save it. And yep, you will have also that tower. I made a mistake here. You can change the name for tower level 2. But on here we are going to place that for level 4, sorry. And we are going to save, okay? That's the first part of the tower. We have another part of the tower, guys, and it's going to be like the projectile, okay, guys? So for projectile, we need to create a new prop, okay? And the new prop for this one it's going to be actually the like the literally the fire. Okay, so we are going to create the fire. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to go to props and we are going to create right here a new one, and it's going to be the fire. Okay, so just hit new, and you are going to add or use an existing prop. Okay, no, actually not on here. I cannot find the one that I need. So we are going to create it from 0. Okay, so hit just in create, and we are going to create a new ammo. Okay, guys, this ammo is going to have a name, and we are going to have fire arrow level 1. Now the description burns plier. Okay, now the model, you can choose whatever model you have. As an example, I'm going to choose this one. Of course, you can change that later. For now, I'm going to use just this. On here, very important, on attribute, we are going to use max amount 99. Throwable, it needs to be off. And very important, guys, as our tower is the one that is going to do the damage, be sure that this projectile attack is going to be in 0. Okay, guys? Remember, don't put any number here because that is going to change our system, so put 0. On attack type, whatever you want. As an example, if Kenzie wants to do a splat tower damage, hit here explosion. The gravity needs to be 0, and that's very important, guys, because the towers can fail if you place any other value. The initial value, it's okay, you can place whatever you want. I recommend it to keep it like it is. You can increase a little bit or reduce a little bit, but if you reduce too much, the tower is going to miss. So I actually advise you at max to have it in 340, at least in 280. Okay, all the other things you need to keep it off, and recyclable needs to be off also. So hit target, creatures and blocks, and save. Okay, so also we have the fire arrow right here in our system, but we left another thing, guys. As this fire tower that we are designing needs to have a buff. Okay, how you're going to create a buff? So just hit here on status buff, and yeah, an effect is going to be the same. So you are going to hit add, and you are going to create a new. To create a new, just hit on create. You are going to add a new one from 0, and you are going to say fire. Why you are not going to use a normal fire? Because it's going to be too much. It's going to destroy the mobs very quickly. And here you are going to choose the description, damage over time. Just choose here the icon. Of course, we have a lot of icons for fire, so select the fire one. The special effect, just in, if I'm not wrong, in fire here, you will have like the fire flame. Let's choose a one that looks like fire. I don't know, I think it's in particles. So let's search for the fire model here. All right. On here also you can choose a lot of effects. So wherever you wanted to add something special, just add it from here. But I'm not sure. Okay, let me see here. I completely forgot where is it. Okay, don't worry, let's use this for now, okay? So when the mobs are burning, are going to be like this. And for sound, you don't need to place a sound, of course. If you want it, it's okay. You can hear some sounds that we have as a set. Oh no, of course those are not going to be too much. Use behavior. In behavior, you have some simple sounds. Okay. Okay, I don't want to lose that much time with you guys on this. You can choose whatever sound you want. For now, I just wanted to do it very quickly, so I'm going to use this sound, okay? Now, the effect, and this is the best important. Yes, I sleep well. So, very important, guys. We are going to um, you're actually able, you let me with the curiosity. Yes, you're able to see my screen. Oh, as you say that if I sleep well, I was worried. I was thinking that probably the streaming was fall down. But yeah, okay. So guys, right now, right here, let's do this. Let's choose here. There is a specific one that says keep getting injured. That means that the player is going to receive damage. And remember guys that we designed this to make damage of one each for 5 seconds. That means that each second is going to receive 1 of damage, okay? So damage interval is how much or how many times it's going to happen or pass before you get the damage. And we are going to choose 1 and 1, right? And the damage type is going to be burning damage. Now for this, the time that the player is going to hold this damage is going to be 5 seconds, right? It's going to be a negative status, of course, and it's going to be covered. With this, we have right now our buff. So just right here, remember our bullets, to our arrow bullets, we're just going to add the new skill that is going to be provide a buff, edit a buff. The buff is going to be the buff that we just create right now, and yeah, we already have this. Now the only thing that we left is that our fire tower is going to shoot that projectile, okay? So hit on battle, guys. Did you know battle here? And in the projection, change for the projectile that we create, okay? Now we are going to enter to the game, and we are going to look how our tower works, okay? Right now we don't have the tower in the menu, so we're going to switch to creative. And I'm going to place the tower right here, guys, okay? So we will be able to test very quickly. By this, for this, just I'm going to place this tower into my inventory, guys, all right? So right here, I'm going to have the tower. Let me place the tower model here. Once again, select model and select the tower. It's going to be one of those. Tower, tower, tower. Okay, I'm a little bit loose with this. Okay, tower normal. That's very strange. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Fire tower level 1. Okay. So let me place right here the tower. And let's place the tower here, okay? So, something that I'm going to do is be sure, remember guys, always confirm when you add the mob inside the map, probably there's going to be some changes. Here, also check and do a double check over the props that you add. As you see here, it's not having the right buff, so let's just confirm. And let's enter to the game, okay? Now, let's do this, guys. Let's play the game and let's see how the tower works. Okay, so I'm going to use this tower. I'm going to place it right here. Oh, actually I have to, to restart the game because I sold the tower for be a happy clicker. So don't be a happy clicker, guys. Okay, let me pick the tower here. Alright. So as you see, we have the fire tower right here. Well, actually it's the level 1, but I placed a model for the level 5 or 4. As you see, guys, that's the problem with when you create the towers, okay? And that was something that I want to show you guys. And that's very important. If you place the tower as an animal, those towers are going to attack the tower. So as you see here, our tower got damaged, okay? So how you can change that? On here, you're going to change the creature, and you are going to change the creature type. You're on attribute, you are going to change to monsters, okay? You are going to access again to the map. Of course, you're not going to create it like this way, but you need to be very careful about that, okay, guys? First part, we are going to just change here this. We are going to pull the tower again, and yes, take attention of that, guys. Now the tower is not going to attack the other tower because it is a monster, okay? And yeah, I just been a happy clicker again, so probably don't do that. I think it's my mouse that is too sensitive right now, but yeah. Alright, so we are going to wait for the mobs to be created, so let's wait a little bit. And the maps are going to start in some seconds. In the meanwhile, let me read your comments. Alright, guys, so let's wait until the mobs are going to be created. I think I need to reduce a little bit the time for test. Alright, they are coming. So let's see if our tower attacks. As you see, right now the tower didn't do anything yet. It's just taking some time, okay? As you see, the tower just attacks and our mob is receiving the damage. Okay? So, very important, guys, we have already our first part of the tower designed. Now, let me go with the next part, and this was one of the questions that you were asking me during the different times, or like during all the week, and it's how about how you make for the towers to be a little bit faster or a little bit better, okay? And that's when the next part enters. Let me place here on my other screen and this small part. Yeah. Now, let me switch also to the presentation. Yes, the presentation is here. All right, guys. So now that you're seeing my presentation, now that we are already create the model and we create the base model for it. All right, guys. If you are checking my screen, I'm checking to this screen because I have a screen here in which I'm controlling the live streaming. So don't worry, I'm not just ignoring you. I'm just checking this screen right here. It could look a little bit weird, but it's okay. Okay. So, all right. Now, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not working. You're able to hear me, guys, because it's saying that the streaming is not working well. I just want to do a double check. Please let me know in the comments if you are able to hear me. Okay, guys. So the towers are right now working fine, but we need to change some other couple of things. That's going to be the last part of the class because that part is going to be with game objects and with the scripts. For now, I'm going to teach you how to do another couple of things. Okay, guys? So, there is something very important, guys, and it's the scripts for this one, okay? And also the triggers. So, as you see here, before entering that part, there are some parts here that we didn't manage yet. Okay, guys? We already have the damage and the damage over time, but remember that we can change the projectiles and the amount of speed for this. Okay, guys, I'm going to teach you that at the last part of the class, but we will be able to change that also. Okay, so we already set up the price. Remember, it's the life of the tower. Sorry, the price that is going to be the coins, and the selling price, the damage, the attack delay, it's going to be for the last part of the class, and the projectiles. Also the buff, we already see how to do it. Now, we left to create some specific parts before starting the map, okay? and is that we need to create a system remaining objects. So we already have the base for creating the tower. Now we need to create a couple of things, of extra things, okay? So remember that our tower is going to have first an object that you can use to just call the tower. Second is going to have a recipe to be able to use the menu. Okay, guys? So check this. Let me switch to MiniWord back. And now that you are in MiniWord again, okay? Now that you are in MiniWord again, we're going to start creating the basics, okay? So check my screen. As you see, we have here an object that is going to be the one that you use to create a tower. Also, we have the recipe for the tower. And finally, we have some cool status that will help us to solve this, okay? So, what you are going to do, guys, if you don't know how to do it, it's very important, create this. It's called the Do Me status, okay, guys? The Do Me buff, it's actually a trick that you can use to create custom skills. And this buff does actually nothing. What it does is just to show some cool effects to the player, but the player is going to use this to actually cast skills on triggers or in scripts. So what you are going to do is just hit the name, hit buff dummy. The effect, you don't have to put anything on it, and the status, you are going to keep it like it is. You are going to save it and you are going to add it into your game, okay? That is very important. You have an actual status that does nothing, okay? Now you're going to go to props. And guys, remember that we are going to start creating the system for our tower. Well, very simple. As always, we are going to create a new object. The object needs to be created from 0 and you are going to select Misc, okay? Now you're going to choose the name for your tower, arrow. And now you can use something to highlight the level of the tower. So on green, I'm going to say the level of the tower, okay? So it's going to be level 1, okay guys, level 1. And now that you have the tower on level 1, you are going to place the description right here, okay? So first guys, remember to put important or relevant information for the players. As an example, the amount of damage. Damage is going to be 8. Alright, also the speed. Speed, or attack delay, whatever you want to call it, is going to be 10. And now the buff deals 1 of damage each 1 second. Last, or the duration is going to be 5 seconds. Now the players will have the information to know what the actual object is going to summon. And now, just as always, choose the miniature for your tower, for the fire tower. For the attribute, just hit on here. The stack number is going to be the max amount. And very important, guys, this object is not going to do anything, but we need to use this object, okay? So remember the buff that we just created? We are going to add that buff. That is going to be the Do Me buff. Okay, guys, so the Do Me buff, remember, is not going to do anything. What it's going to do is just going to... It's to actually be an MP buff that the player will use. So very important, the duration is going to be 1 second. For the target, set no target, max charge, put no charge. The cooldown, place 5 seconds, so 1 second, less than 1 second is okay, okay? Now for target, select same team, and for beam, select single target. And just confirm, saved, and add this object into your system. Now you have around this area, let me check here, yes. Fire, 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 I didn't see it here. Oh, it's wrapped up right here. This is the arrow. Now this is going to be the arrow one. I'm a little bit confused. I think I didn't add the right one. Yeah. Fire, fire. Okay, I think it's this one. That doesn't matter. We can use the last one that I had. Just change the name for it if that happens to you. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, I remember to put fire, but that was weird. I think I have bad memory. Yes, you can hear the music. Oh, I see. You can hear the music now. I see. Well, that's no problem. We are going to just keep in by the audio with my voice. It's going to be also music for your ears. No, it's just a joke. Okay, so guys, we have the fire here. Also, as always, every time that you add a move object inside, be sure that it's working fine. Be sure that the right skill is added. Remember that we select this one. Now we have the object for creating the tower. Now we need to create a recipe, okay guys? So hit add. You are going to create a new recipe. Just create a recipe with your tower. So remember, craft is going to be your tower. You need to search here for your fire tower or for whatever tower you are creating in the object actually. So it's right here. As you see, it's saying arrow for some reason, but it's okay. I know that it's that object. Here, select common. This is going to be like the different parts in which the craft menu it's going to be. In equipment and construction and machinery, the players are not going to check that part. We are going to left all the towers in common. Also select craft in the pack, so in case the players use the abbreviate menu for craft, that is going to be the letter B in computer, they will be able to use it. Now for the materials, here you are going to place the actual money inside the game, okay? So just select your coins, select the amount of coins. Remember that we are going to select for 10. And remember, in our system, as this is going to be a special towers, we also require an upgrade coin. So you are also going to place one upgrade coin, whatever amount of upgrade coins you have in your system, okay? And let's see, the fire, it's going to have 10 coins. Probably, as always, when you add this to your system, you need to change some things. So be sure that the items match once you add it to the game. And we already have the prop, and also we already have the tower right here. So for now, just to show you, I'm going to delete the requirement for having like the paper, because you will be able to see it in the game, okay? So right here, guys, as you see, you will be able to have just like the same features, but if I use my menu, you are going to see that my tower is here because, well, we already added into the system. We left a lot of things, guys, but check this. Right now, this is not doing anything. So what we are going to do, we are going to add actually the availability for be like summon this tower, okay? For this tower to be summoned. But right now you can pull the tower and you have the tower in your system, okay? So very important, guys. Check this. I want to be sure. Yes, you're checking my screen of MiniWord. Now, check this, guys. On here, sorry, we are going to start to create basically the triggers for it, okay? Very important, guys. Here, we are going to create a new couple of triggers, okay? So let me explain this. This is going to be something advanced, guys, but in triggers, it's best to create first like a trigger that executes everything and then personalize that trigger. That means that you are going to have a base trigger that is going to be, in my case, throw rock and check file, and then I'm going to have all the different like scripts for the different towers, okay? So let me like explain how it works. You have your specific tower trigger or activator, and under what you are going to do is to detect when the players use the item. You are going to check where the player looks that, and you are going to set up some variables. You are going to set up that the player is going to try to place this tower and That's it, okay, guys? And what you are going to do then is execute the other trigger. The other trigger, what it's going to do is to check if the area where it's actually the tower needs to be placed is the best area, and it's going to work. So very important, guys, going to show you how you can set up that, okay? So the first thing that we are going to create is this one, that is going to be check tower okay? So check tower okay, it's going to check if the place is the right one for place the tower, and it's going to place the tower. Also, we have the other one that is going to be check tower fail. Check tower fail, what it's going to do is actually do the same work, but if it's not the right place to place it, it's going to show to the player an error. It's going to show the sound for the player, and it's going to tell the player that he cannot place the tower on there, okay? So, for creating the check tower, first, you're not going to create any event, guys. Very important, don't create any event here. Then, for the conditions, guys, we have the first thing, that is the tower. We need to check a variable, okay, guys? So, we are going to create this variable, guys. So, in your variable library, you are going to create a new variable. It's going to be aim block, okay? So, first, go here. In private, for the player, you are going to create a new private variable, and it's going to be a aim block, okay? So remember, the block type variable, you're going to create a new one. Again, you are going to select block type, and you are going to select aim block, okay? This is going to be the first variable. What it's going to do is to save where the player is aiming, where the player is looking at, and you are going to have it here, remember, in private variable, okay, guys? Now, another requirement for this one, for this system, is going to be toward place block. It's going to be just the same as aim block, but you need to change the name. So again, create a new private variable. Just going to select again block type, and you are going to create inside the name of toward place block. Okay, guys? Now, very important, guys. Now you're going to create another variable. The variable this time is going to be creature type, and the name is going to be check tower. Okay, guys? So we have first the variable that is aim block, that is going to check which is the block where it's going to place the block, the player. Then we have a toward place block that is going to actually define what will be the available block. That means first we are going to check which block is checking, and then we are going to check if it's the right block. And the third one, that is check tower, is going to be the actual creature that we are going to place, okay? Once we have created those variables, we are going to add a condition, okay? So the condition is going to be determine block type, and we are going to do the next thing. Let me show you from zero how I created. So you go here, and you are going to select block. Determine block type is going to be this one. The determine block type is going to be the next one. You are going to use function library. You are going to choose player and player's private variable. Remember, a private variable is something that works inside the player menu. It's not like, as an example, a global variable. So the life of your player is going to be the private variable. And as an example, the gravity is going to be a global variable. The globally affects everything. The private variable only affects the player. So on there, you are going to select aim block, okay? So players on trigger event aim block, it's going to be, and on here, we are going to check another example. So we are going to check if this block is the same that we have also as here set up as a player's private variable, okay? And the player private variable, it's going to be toward place block, okay? So very important, guys, that's going to be the condition. I'm just going to delete it because I already added, but it's the same one that we have here, okay? As you see, it's just the same. Toward place block here. Now, for the actions, first, we are going to create a new creature. the creature is going to be check tower. So remember guys, we set up a variable that was check tower. Yes, we have to do that. We have to create it on the player sign, and we needs to be for the team. Okay, so let me create again from 0 this one. So you are going to create a creature here. All right, so when you hit the amount, you are going to create just one. The creature type, again, you need to use function library. You are going to create private variable. You are going to use check tower, again, defend position, and this is very important, guys. How you can check where the player is in, just hit on player, and on here there's an option that says player sign. This is going to just get where the player is looking at, where is the block, and it's going to do it. And now the team, we only need to know which team is the player, so select function library, player, and player team. And on player team, be sure that player in trigger event is selected, okay? And that's the trigger for there. Then we are going to remove the item that we are going to provide to the player. So that's going to be easier. Just hit on remove item in the triggers at the remove item, and we are going to change players in trigger event and item in type event. Okay, so that's the only thing that you need to choose. Once more, if you want me to add it and do a double check over it, it's just like this. On here, you are going to have the option to you are going to have the option to remove an item. When you select the amount, the value, it's going to be 1, because we are going to remove only 1. And the item type, just hit here on event type, and that's it. Now, finally, we are going to create an effect, guys, to let the player know that it's actually creating the tower. So just select any model that you have or that you want here. Okay, as an example, you can place this one to make the tower appear. Just then be sure that just in the same way that we did before, obtain player sign and the size is 1. Okay, with this we have the first one. The second one is going to be tower fail. The conditions are going to be almost the same, but the difference is that in the middle, right here, we are going to say that says no. That means that if the condition is not the same one, it's not the right one, what we are going to do is to create a floating text to the player. And we are going to tell the player in color red that the color or that the tower is need to be placed into a tower block, okay? Then we are going to just make a sound for the players. You can choose the Mark II sound in the template library, it's just right here. That sounds like an error. And yeah, remember, don't loop that one and just play it to the player. And finally, we are going to create an effect that shows the player that it actually is not working fine. The effect needs to be created where the player looks at. So let me show you in the practice what are going to do those specific triggers. So the first one that was the first one that we create is the one that gets executed. As you see, plays the block and creates an effect. And the second one is this one that, as you see, when you try to place the tower in a random position, it's going to tell the player that that is not the position, and it's going to show where the player is trying to place the tower at, okay? So, now that we have those important blocks, I'm going to show you how you can create the trigger to place your towers, okay? Let me do an example here. We are going to copy one that we already made, and let me explain how it works. So this is going to be fire tower number 1. And check this, guys. So the event is very simple. You have to select here on player. Any players use an item, and you will have it around this area. Let me see here. Use a props. That's the one, okay? Now, what you are going to do on here, you are going to check if determine item means that if the item is the right one. To create this, you only need to create here. you are going to go to item and determine item type. On there, you are going to select the item that we are going to use to summon the tower. So remember that we create the item before. Is this one, if I'm not wrong, is this one. No, it's not that one. Be sure, because also you are going to have an spawn 8 for your tower, so you need to search for your fire tower. This is tower number 1, number 2, level 4. As you see, those are going to be MOFX. Okay, multi-arrow. Yeah, it's this one, the fire one, okay? That's the condition, okay? So if you see, we are going to delete the other one, but we need to be sure that the item is the fire tower or the tower that you create. And now it's the important thing, guys. So we are going to assign, we are going to here, you are going to set here head on assigned, and we are going to start assign values. Okay, guys, so remember, there are triggers that we did before is just to execute and to confirm that it's going to work. But those, the one that we are going to do right now, is the one that set up everything before the other things are going to be executed. So on this one, you are going to create first creature setup. And in creature setup, we are going to create or change the variable. So function library, we are going to set up the one that says, okay, I think I'm doing it wrong. It's not creature, it's the one that says creature type, okay? So on here, change in assigned, you are going to select creature type, okay? Those are going to be different, creature and creature type. Creature type is which kind of creature is it, and creature, it's going to be just an already existing creature, okay? Some features, you are going to choose player private variable, you are going to select tower check, okay? So remember, tower check handles the tower that we are going to place. On here, we are going to set up that variable, and we are going to choose just the creature that we create, that is going to be the fire, okay? So we are going to just rearrange here. And we are going to confirm, and we are going to delete the previous one, okay? So as you see, it's the creature, it's going to be fire one. Now, remember that we set up another variable that was the aim block. The aim block is where the player is looking, so just hit on block setup in assign. You are going to search in the section for assigned, block type setup. It's going to keep the same interface of the previous one. On here, you are going to select function library, player's block type, and in player's block type, you are going to select in private variable aim block, okay? And what you are going to do right now is that you are going to select on here, okay? When you select the block kind, you are going to have those options. You are going to have one that says block type height by right. So it's going to show you this different preview. And what you are going to do is that you are going to start in the player's location, okay? So event position. All right, sorry, no, the event position. What you are going to do is you are going to do the next thing. We have the player here, and we have where the players look at. So we are going to take that block, and we are going to create like a line that checks if anything below that is the actual block, okay? So we already get the position, and we already get the right. Now we are going to check the position that is under where the player looks at, okay? So let's do this. We are going to choose on player of time player sign. How many power is going to have the right? We are going to choose whatever number. You can choose 2 as an example. And the orientation, very important, guys, is going to be down. So as an example, if the player by mistakes try to place a block over one block over the place that we are trying to, the actual system is going to detect anyway the 2 blocks down, just to make the player easier to place the tower, okay? Okay, so we are going to just hit X, and now we have this We have the block type right, and very important, guys. Now, what you're going to do in all of the triggers, all of your towers, is just to execute the two triggers that we create before. Remember that we create check oak and check tower fail. That was the one that was checking if the tower works. Well, you need to execute those two different blocks. Okay. Let me show you now. Oh, actually, I forgot to put the right tower. Okay, guys, so check this. Now we have the tower. And as you see, now the tower can be placed. And if we try to place it another way, it's not going to allow us to do it. And apart from this, when you already finish this first 4 triggers that we create, is going to be very easy, because what happens is that you only need to copy this and change the information. So imagine that you have another tower. As an example, we are going to just place a dummy thing here. You only copy and paste the trigger and you change the information. So we are going to left the same item, but this time we are going to change the tower. So instead of that, we are going to just choose here. We are going to choose template library, and we are going to select to place, I don't know, like an alien, okay? With the same tower. All right, so what you are going to see here, it's that, yeah, we already take 2 hours. It's just that I want to show you everything, okay? All right, so as you see, the only thing that you need to do is to copy and paste that trigger. And that trigger is going to execute everything with whatever creature you have. So as you see, you don't have to create like that much amount of code for just creating more towers. With that, you will be able to change very quickly the information. Also, you can change the item that you can use for that one. As an example, we're going to just, instead of that, we are going to use our menu. So as soon as I use my menu, the tower menu, just to show you as an example very quickly, it's going to create an alien scroll. So if I do that, it's going to tell me that it's an error. But if I do that over here with my tower menu, it's going to delete my tower menu and it's going to place them off, okay? So now you already know how to create the base for creating and placing your towers in place. Okay, guys, now we left a couple of things here that we left. Okay, guys, so you are going to create another couple of items, another couple of scripts, and this script is very easy, guys. You are going to place 2 different, and that is very important, 2 different events. The event number 1 is going to be when any player enters the game. The second one is when any player respawns. You have to check the player team, so be sure that the player that enters into the game is in the team red, as an example. And what you are going to do is just to set up another couple of variables. So you are going to set up check tower as a tower level 1. So we are going to start with your basic tower. Then we are going to choose the tower place block. Okay, so for this, just create here. When you have this menu, you are going to hit here and you are going to create a new variable that is going to be tower place block. And remember, select here the block that we create. Remember that the block that we create for our system, that is going to be like the red block. Well, select that one. In my case, it's the red. It's we name it as a red wool. And finally, you are going to set up something that is the spawn where the minions are going to start. Okay, so for this spawn minion, you are going to check it later. For now, create a variable, another private variable. The variable is going to be area. In area, you are going to choose the name as a spawn minion. And that's it. With that, you already have your system working, okay? So, another trick, guys, and the last thing that I want to show you guys is that if you don't delete the effects that you create, your system is going to start to give you some errors, your game is going to be lagged, and this is not just for this game, for any game, always delete effects. So as an example, if I didn't remove the effects are going to be in the area and they are not going to be deleted, okay? And this is going to take memory. So how you can change that? Okay, guys? So the only thing that you have to do for this is that you have to create a new trigger. Call the trigger auto remove effects, and the only thing that you have to do is to select as an event a special effect is created in random position. On actions, you are going to wait 8 seconds. You know how to place wait. On here, you are going to go to timer and hit wait right here. And then you are going to hit delete a special event and position, and that's it. With just that one, you are going to avoid your game to start like spawning a lot of effects and affecting your game speed, okay? Let me check very quickly here. Yeah. And that's it, guys. That's how we can create our tower system right now. Okay, game. Kenzie. All right, Kenzie. So I see that you have like already you need to leave. Don't worry, we already finished the class. Now that we already finished the class, guys, I just want to know if you have some answers, some questions. There's some parts that we left for the tower system. Don't worry, we are going to see that part on the next class. Remember that I'm going to submit this as a short video, so if you left some parts, just let me know next. Or check later this channel. In this channel, you will be able to find out actually all that information later in a shorter video, okay? So if you have any questions, just let me know into the comments. I'm just going to be penning to the comments then right now. Let me read you. And yeah, let me know, guys. Let me also place here the presentation screen. Yes. Now you will be able to see better my screen. All right, guys. Oh yeah, Basti, you are a little bit late, but don't worry, you can check this presentation later, okay? You only need to rewind the time, and yeah, you will be able to check this presentation back. And also, I'm going to submit us our just like a short video, okay? And yeah. Now, guys, until this point, did you have any question, question or request that I can help you with? Or that's it for now? If you don't have questions, it's okay. Okay, so all right, so guys, as I see that you don't have any questions, remember again in Discord you will be able to ask me more questions about it, and we will be able to just do the same thing later, okay? So guys, for those that are right now, we already finished the class. This is the end of the class. And for the next class, we are going to learn a couple of things extra. We are going to learn how to create like the tower menu. It's like you can just zoom on the towers by using this item or by talking with this person. And we are going to learn how to create the minion system. Okay, guys? For now, I think it's it. As always, at the end of the class, we are going to create a room. In this room, we will be able to play together, okay? So I'm going to search for Kenzie map. Kenzie map wants us to test our map. So let me and give me 1 second. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to create a room, guys. You will be able to see the room right over here. The number is going to be my UID. So you need to search that UID. Give me a second here. I need to search for your map of Kenzie. Just 1 moment. Let's see here. Okay, Kenzie, give me 1 second. All right, I already got your map number here. Well, let's try to play the Kansas map, okay? Okay, right. You didn't create the room. I'm going to create it, okay? Okay, mini books. That's right. All right, let me try to re-access. And here we are going to search by creator. And we are going to search for Kenzie back. All right. So, Kenzie, let me check your map very quickly here. Is this one? Yes, I think it's this one, right? Oh no, random thrower fire. It's this one. I actually have been playing some of the maps of Kenzie. I already tried Deadland. I really like it. Also, I tested Teddy. I don't remember. I think it was the option one, the feature one. Okay. So Kenzie, let me check your map now. Let's see how it works. Okay, so guys, remember in the top you are going to find the actual UIDs if you want to access to the room. Oh wow. Yeah, I love that Kenzie creates very good models. Oh, just 1 second. My mini word frozen. All right. Yeah, it was because by mistake, I opened the print menu. So let's create a Templars map, okay? So Basti, you won't be able to read the class, but probably you will be able to access. Also, if you want to access, just access here. All right, so let's test this map. Let's check how it works. All right, so we have to defend the base from the zombie and the robots. All right. Let's invite to Salman. Let's invite to Quill. And let's wait a little bit more until more players join, okay? Let me see the menu. Oh, we have the move torrent, the stick, and the dev shop, okay. So I always place the dev shop at the end. Alright, oh I see, so you have a grid tower, you have a tower drunk, okay. Alright, I think that with that's going to be enough. I have enough flyers here. Alright. Oh wow, it's very well ended. Oh, I am a little bit confused about the weight, but yeah. I think that you are making just a single player, right? I like the floor texture that you place. I see. Let me invite you, but Alright, let me invite to all of you. Oh, I see. So if you get the room had been shut, what you have to do, guys, is just to try to restart your mini world. Sometimes that happens. Okay, I see that the mobs are coming here. Alright, very well ended map actually. I just want to check a couple of things. Yes, I think you made it for 60 from 60, so it's perfect. I see that Basti, yeah. Alright, Basti, just try to access. The problem is that I already invited all my players, so I think yeah. I'm not in your description. Okay, very good. We have the coins here, and I see that the tower is going to be around this area probably. Let me check. Yes, I have this menu. Okay. We have like different menus here. Okay, we have the towers here, so we can get a new tower. Hello, Max Gummin. Welcome. Okay, it looks great actually. Okay, we have the wave number 3. Yeah, max have those coins, so you will be able to build your towers. Yeah, very good. Hello, how are you, Rose? How are you? Hi, Max. Welcome. Let me check here. Yes, let's use this tower. All right, very good. Oh, let's see here. Wow, Kenzie, you're doing a good job, a great job. Oh, I see. Which one is attacking me? Oh, it's the tower. Oh, okay, I see that there is like a big zombie here. Very good. Next level. What are you having here? You will be able to access. I'm going to call you 26 because I probably don't know how to pronounce your name in Russian. But yeah, you will be able to access. Let's see here. Okay, well, let's get more of these towers. Where are the zombies? Oh, they will be able to access? No, I think they died. Oh, guys, I need your help. Yeah, we kill it. Okay, I like it. I'm actually love that you already have all your models designed. Oh god. I have to use my how do you call it? Your oh, and there's coming a boss here. I see. For some reason my towers are disappearing. I think it's the render bug that I mentioned before. If there's no players looking at the area where you are, probably your towers are going to disappear. Probably you need to fix that, Kenzie, but overall it's looking very good. Let me see here. Okay, I think this time we are going to lose because we are letting all the mobs work. But yeah, very good job, Kenzie. Let me check this. I see. So you were learning on this game. Cool. You're learning on this game or you learned how to create this game? Actually, no, this one, it's very similar. It's a quite little bit different because the one that we are learning to do is a multiplayer. That means that one team fights versus the other. But it's very similar. Oh, I die. Someone kill me! I see, I didn't know that you can get some weapons, so Kenzie, thanks for the information. Let me try to get some weapons here. Okay, so... base is here. Let me see. No, it's not here. Oh yeah, it's weapons. Let's use an axe here. Okay, I think we are going to die. Yeah, all those models were created by you, Kenzie. You are very good creating models. Okay, it seems that we lose. Actually, it was good. We need to fix some things. As an example, if you see in some points of the map, if I get too far away, our mobs are going to disappear, so you need to take care about that. Most of the times, the only thing that you need to do is to change that you need to change the base. You need to switch from actual monster to animal for the towers, and with that, your towers are not going to disappear. Okay. Let me create another map. Let me create another room. Okay. That's the first part. The second part, if you see, you need to keep more space for the towers, so the players will understand better. And don't worry, in the next class we also are going to learn how to increase the speed, so your towers are going to attack more, because sometimes the towers doesn't attack. That's completely normal. It's why with this map is a little bit complicated to make, but we already have it. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to create our room. If you want to access, we will be able to play together also. So let me create this room for all of you. We are going to create 20 people. And remember, the UID is going to be the same for 26. Yeah, I don't know. It seems that could be a problem directly with the server. Try to restart one more and try to access now that I changed the map. Okay, so probably with that you will be able to play with me together. Okay, let me invite you guys. And yeah, Kenzie, actually you are doing a good job. I like it, as always. I already have played some of your maps before, and I always love your maps. So I think you have a lot of talent. Let me... Alright, so... Guys, let me check. You are having some problems to try to access. If you have it, let me know. Okay, let me invite some of you guys. Oh, okay. Hi, Peach, Koi, and Ayla. Well, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Definitely Vietnamese is not very easy for me. But yeah. Let me know, you guys are still having the same problem, or you're having like the problem that doesn't allow you to access. Okay, guys, so the class is... Oh, I see. So your mini world is crashing, I see. Yeah, sometimes that is happening, I don't know why, but try to restart it. Hola, Luna. How are you, Lena Kisha? Alright, so I see that there are another player here. Let me know when your map loads, because I want to be sure that we will be able to play together. And Rose Park is come back. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we are going to start the game. Something that I'm going to do is okay, I just placed the random mode, so we will be able to play quicker. It's a multiplayer map yeah, as I mentioned before, the class already ended, but we are playing together right now. So yeah, I see. I didn't know that. So they said, oh my god, I'm on the TV. If you're interested. That's funny. Alright, guys, so let's say that. Okay, thank you so much for the traduction. It's very good to know that you will be able to just translate that for me. Thank you so much. You know, guys, sometimes that is hard. As we all speak different languages, sometimes we are not able to understand each other. So let me do something. I'm going to add you guys. Okay, let me send you an invitation. Oh, okay. I cannot. It seems that I cannot. Let me check my friends while we play. Here, and I'm going to delete some friends. Okay. Black. I think Black is not playing anymore. Let me check. Well allocated. Felix is. Oh no. Actually, he's playing. I never seen Osvaldo again, so let's delete him. And Firecrack, the Devastator. Hello, Rose. Welcome. El Senor, it's not playing anymore. And that Rare is not playing anymore, okay? So now I will be able to add you guys. Let me send you an invite. It's taking a little bit. And also I'm going to send one to Kenzie. I found out that actually Kenzie is not in the game. Let me switch here to Nier, so if the game is going to load faster for you guys. And yeah, let's start the fighting game. Oh, okay. Alright, guys, and remember, if you want to join, just join to the room. Oh, I see that you're here. Oh, I think I can get it. Oh, I almost died, guys. So... okay. No, I die. Alright, guys. So yeah, let me, now that you're able to see my screen, I'm going to switch to this screen, so you will be able to see the game a little bit later. Okay, someone is hitting me, but I have my shield. Heal me. Alright. Okay, in this game also you have like a backstab system. That means that if you hit players in the back, you're going to get extra damage with melee weapons. Okay. Check this skill, guys. These skills allowed me... Remember that I placed like a mark in some part of the map? With this I will be able to return that part anytime. Let me add you as a friend. Probably with that I will be able to send you invite directly, and you will be able to access better. Check this, guys. You see? I get teleport. Alright, so also I'm going to activate the voice inside the game, so if you want to hear me, guys, just hit the voice, so you will be able to get in real time my information. Alright. Hello, Flans. Welcome. I'm going to let another marker here. Yes, you are my friend. So yeah, you will be able to... Oh, you die. You fall off. Turn around, we are friends. Sorry for killing you, but this is the game. Okay, I see you. Alright. Bye. Okay, you're not going to escape. Alright. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Efficient Dukan. And yeah, thank you for being a big fan. Okay, I'm going to kill myself because I want to change the kids. I want you to show you more things, more different things, guys, more different skills. So let me see what we get. Okay, yeah, that's much better than the other one because the other one was very powerful. What happened? You are not able to hit? Oh, where are you? I can not see you. Oh, God. We're going to let an attack here. From fire. So if she moves, she's going to die. Okay, oh, you almost killed me. Okay, I don't know what happened here. If you can kill me, kill me. Alright. Come on. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Oh, I wasn't able to do it. Alright. So, yeah, I died by myself. Okay, now that's better. I have, like, this grenade that is very good. Check this. Oh, God, I forgot that. I forgot that there's no floor. Seems that I'm the only one that is dying, eh? Well, I'm going to be invisible. And I'm going to drop this plier. Oh, no. Goodbye. Goodbye, all you people. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm dying a lot, guys. I don't know what's happening, but it seems that I'm failing a lot. Okay, that's better. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Check this, guys. Okay, you are very good, guys. But not as good as my kit now. I have double jump,